This is a CarpetLOK anchor. This is a CarpetLOK anchor installed in a raised floor and ready to receive carpet tiles. When carpet installers arrive at the CarpetLOK job site, they typically find a grid of anchors ready to go. Anchors are most commonly put in place by access floor installers. Anchors can also be retrofitted to existing raised floor. To learn that technique as well as how to add supplemental individual anchors, see Course 202. For almost all applications, we recommend standard density, in which anchors are installed 8 feet on center along both vertical and horizontal axes. Adjacent rows of anchors are offset, creating a diamond pattern. Even though this distribution puts anchors at just 12% of carpet intersections, that's enough to mechanically restrain every tile in the grid. For a lateral force in any direction applied to any carpet tile, a barrier in the form of a nearby CarpetLOK anchor restricts movement. The first thing to note when preparing to install with the CarpetLOK system is that you can start anywhere. You can even start teams in multiple locations at once. Most installers pick an anchor near the middle of the space, place 4 tiles around it, and then fan out toward the wall. Starting from a hub is familiar, and it helps coworkers avoid getting in each other's way. In contrast to the traditional method, there's no need to find the geometric center of the room. Striking chalk lines is a time-wasting procedure that's no longer required, and it's not necessary to check your work for square as you go. The access floor panels form a precise template because the anchors keep carpets perfectly aligned with the panels. As new installers always observe, it's impossible to get out of alignment, even when tying together areas laid separately. Of course, there's no bigger time saver than skipping the application of glue, along with waiting for it to dry. With CarpetLOK, crews can begin laying product immediately. To start your installation, stack a few boxes or load a dolly with tiles and move them to the open area where you want to begin work. Place a tile on a panel next to an anchor with the corners aligned. Then simply lay adjacent tiles in place. Whether the pattern is monolithic, quarter turn, or random, the laying method is the same. Vary your technique with direction. If you approach the next anchor at 90 degrees, you may find it easiest to slide the tile into position. If the next anchor is reached diagonally, just lift the tile corner, point it down toward the anchor, and pat it in place. The best technique to keep tiles tight and properly aligned while filling the space between anchors is to use the rigid backing of one tile to tap adjacent tiles until they're snug. This will ensure that just the right amount of space is available for the tile you're handling. Because anchors are closer together diagonally, about 5.5 feet, than along the axes, 8 feet, your eye will tend to see rows of diamonds that don't follow panel lines. Instead, think of squares using the axes and defined by anchors at the corners. 16 tiles, 64 square feet, with an extra anchor at the center. Filling a square can be done in traditional linear or stair-step fashion. Once you finish, the configuration is stable. You can continue in the adjacent square or go to work on another area of the room. Apart from laying tiles in the open field between anchors, there are just 3 rules to remember. First, the distance from perimeter walls to the nearest anchor must not exceed 4 feet. That's 2 tiles or less from anchor to wall. Second, all perimeter tiles must be secured with tack tiles. Third, tack tiles should also be used on all cut tiles, wherever they're located. It's that simple. Just one more thing. Change orders and mistakes are a fact of life, and CarpetLOK anchors can't prevent them, but no other installation method allows such fast and easy corrections. Even a worst-case scenario is easy to fix. In one room, installers heard monolithic, and in another, quarter turn. Just lift, rotate, and replace. Adapting to change is CarpetLOK's strong suit. Try it and you'll be convinced.